Okay, so I'm going to be showing you now how to do different shapes. On my plan over here, the next part is to have two colors, yellow and brown. And yellow goes halfway across and then brown the other halfway across. So how am I going to stop one color in the middle and connect the other color? I'm gonna need to start with my two colors. This one is gonna be my yellow and this one is gonna be my brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut how much I want. And now that it's only going halfway across, well, I'm gonna measure about like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows should be enough. Maybe an extra just in case. Okay, so that's probably good. And then I'm gonna put the brown on this side and the yellow will be over there. Now notice that the end of the blue, my last color, was on the other side, so I can't tie this to anything over here at this moment. So what I'm gonna have to do is what we did when we first started our first color and just tape it for now. Okay, and then I'm gonna start weaving, but what I want to do is count how many strings and go only half. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so half of 17, it's an odd number. Half of 16 would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this string here is in the middle. There's 8 on this side, 8 on this side, and this one is in the middle. Which is perfect to have a middle one because this is the one that the brown is going to stop on. And also the yellow. Both brown and yellow are going to go around this string. Alright, so it's easier if you start with and finish one of the sides or one of your shapes first. So that was under, over, so I'm going over, under, over, under, over, under, and going around that string that I decided is going to be the middle. Okay. Now some of you have already figured out to do this part and to make a shape by weaving only part way, which is pretty easy actually. The tricky part is going to be on the next color when I add my yellow, my next rectangle, how to connect them is going to be the tricky part. So here I have my brown rose. Now I'm not scooching it up, pushing it up yet, because I'm actually, usually I'm pushing them up and making them tighter so I can fit more, but you don't want to do that yet if you are making shapes, because you're going to need to have this open space between the rows of yarn so that you can include the other color in that same loom string there. So right now it looks like the brown is taking up a lot of space, but later I will push it up. Alright, so I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably enough rows. So now I'm going to go ahead with yellow, and I decided not to use this yellow because it's the same as the loom and you won't be able to see it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully try this fun one. So again, I need to measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's about enough. All right, and over here I can tie, as much as possible I want to connect my strings. So over there was the last blue one. So I can go ahead and tie these two together. Remember that to connect, use a circle knot. Or if you don't know how to make a circle knot, you can do double knots, triple knots even. Okay, so a little bit tricky because of fuzzy string. But there we go. It's connected. Okay. So now, here we go, the little bit challenging part. And the only thing that you need to do is just really pay attention to where you're going over and under and where you're starting and stopping. So I'm going to start here where the blue was under the yellow, so now I go over the yellow. And then I'm just weaving like normal until I get to here. Now, do I stop there? If I stopped there and went back, what's going to happen is that my weaving is going to have a hole in the middle because it's not connected in the center. So that would be wrong if I go back there. So here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and weave on that middle string. It's going to be a little bit harder because the brown one is there holding it. But I'm going to go around in the other direction and go back. Okay, so there we go. And so just looking again, the last one was under the yellow, so now this one over the yellow. Okay. Continuing the pattern, pulling it through. And now I can scoot one brown row up. Okay, now let's continue back. The pattern. And going all the way around, from over or under, doesn't matter, whatever you're on, going around and back with that same string that I finished the brown on, holding it. Okay, so that one is over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, back out. Don't pull too tight. And now scoot up one brown. So you can see that it's a pattern here. The yellowish, the brown, the yellow, the brown. Next will be yellow, and then will be brown. Here we go. Okay, so it was over, so I go under. And then it's over, so the next under. Over, under, over, under, over, under. Back to there. And I only have one more brown row, so I can push that up and go ahead and finish this. However, how to end the shape is going to be the challenge here. So either you could tie it onto this string, just go around and tie a knot and tuck it in the back, or I think it might be best to go back out to the end again so that you can now tie your next color onto here. Okay, so to review, I did brown first, I left spaces, And then I weaved the new color, the yellowish color, into the same loom string as a pattern. Yellow, brown, yellow, brown, yellow, brown, yellow. And once you have enough, you can split it up and see what you've got. So, and once you scoot it up, if you feel like it's too small, you can always add more. Okay? But there you have it, weaving 2 different colors as shapes.